Hi, my name's Jenny Devlin. I'm here because I've been following the conflict ever since it started, and I'm just absolutely horrified that nothing has changed, and it just seems to have gone on and on. And I don't know if standing here with posters is going to make any difference at all, but at least it shows people that we don't accept it, and it's just a very terrible, evil thing. We really don't need any wars, and my heart goes out to the people of Gaza. It's just quite unbelievable what they're going through, and it could happen to any of us. I used to be a history teacher, and I know that just because we live in a country that's relatively safe at the moment, things can change in the drop of a hat. So it's important that we stand up for people when they're suffering.
At one point we had 5 dogs, we don't record them.
Well, I'm thinking particularly of the media often getting confused between different kinds of Jewishness. And there's Jewish as in racially Jewish, there's Jewish as following the Jewish religion, and there's Jewish politically as in Zionists to the State of Israel's government. And for me it's really important to separate those 3 kinds of Jewishness, because I'm not anti-Semitic. I can't be. I am half Jewish. My DNA shows 49-point-something% Ashkenazi Jew. I'm not a religious Jew. I don't follow the religious Jewish faith, and I certainly am appalled by the actions of the Israeli government. And I know that there are very, very many Jewish people living in Israel who are similarly appalled at what their government is doing. I just wish that Jewishness was taken out of what we're thinking about the genocide that's being carried out in Palestine, the Gaza Strip, moving on to Lebanon, just Iran, just moving on and on and on. And it is very terrifying, and we can't help but feel that, I think.
It's lovely to see so many people coming out yet again to join our protest. We're over a year on in these weekly vigils, so it's just so heartwarming to see, people coming week after week. I just wanted to point out we've now had a photograph and signatures of people that attended the Kites in Solidarity event on Sunday. So do have a look at this if you haven't seen it yet. It's very inspiring to see that people were flying kites out there in memory of the children of Gaza, which was just fantastic. I'd also like to just say that we're still collecting signatures on Susie's lovely paintings. So if you haven't signed, you can still do that. And we're continuing to send photographs of the paintings and the signatures to our friends in Palestine to give them some hope and so that they know the solidarity that there is up here in Orkney. And it means a lot to them. As I'm sure everyone has seen on the news this week, the Israeli parliament has voted overwhelmingly to stop the functioning of UNRWA in the Palestine occupied territories. This is going to have an absolutely catastrophic effect on people in Gaza and in the West Bank and East Jerusalem. We're certainly worried about our friends in the Shifat refugee camp because UNRWA provides education, medical support, and humanitarian aid for people all over the occupied territories. So if you can, write to your member of parliament, to the prime minister, and ask them to do whatever they can to prevent this defunding and ending of UNRWA work in the Palestinian territories. Alistair Carmichael, our member of parliament, came to the Vigil last week and has offered to meet with us. So we've arranged a gathering on the 16th of November at 11 o'clock in the town hall, in the big hall upstairs. So everyone is very warmly welcome to come along and give Alistair your views on what's been going on in Gaza and the Middle East and ask him what he can do to amplify our voices in Parliament. So that is going to be at 11 o'clock on Saturday the 16th before the Vigil, if we're still having to do it. We've had a notification from Fiona Graham, who writes for the Orkney News. And I would encourage people to read her article, which was posted today. It's, again, so informative about UNRWA and Médecins Sans Frontières and other groups that are trying to provide aid to Gaza. She's also told us about an initiative that was started in Aberdeen but is in Shetland at the moment to do embroidery on panels made out of retired medical scrubs. And people are embroidering like Palestinian themed messages, like olive branches and things like that. And they're putting it together in like an artwork. So if people are interested, it could come to Orkney and people could add to it. So I've already got a few people who are interested in this initiative. And if you would like more information about it, just come and see me afterwards and I can send it to you. So hopefully we'll be able to be involved in that as well. Finally, Brian still has zaytun olive oil and dates and kafiyas, the Palestinian scarves, if people would like to go and speak to him about those. It's a good way to support Palestinian farmers because they are having a very difficult time accessing their fields, harvesting their olives and their dates. So whatever we can do to support them is, a great thing to do. So I think that's probably everything. that we need to cover today, unless anyone else has something they'd like to mention? No? Okay, well, once again, thanks so much for coming. And if there is still conflict going on next week, we will be back. We say every week that we hope we won't have to be doing this again, but we'll just have to hope that a ceasefire will be happening very soon. So thanks again, everyone, and I'll take back your posters. Thank you.